Hello everybody, and thank you for coming back to the channel, and welcome to this new project that I'm going to start up. As you can see, it's a Fairchild PT-19. It's a 1972 design. The plan is a 1972 design. The aeroplane is actually 1930s or 40s, and it was used during the war to train a lot of the pilots that then went on to fight in the war. As you might notice, it's a smaller model. I think it's like 12 or 13 inches wide, which is like 25 or 30 centimeters, which is significantly smaller than the previous designs or the previous models I've been using. But I would say that making it small doesn't mean it's easier. So I started to study a little bit the plan. I've also noticed that each plan designer has a slightly different, let's say, dialect or way of representing things, so I have to get used to this one also. But I think it'll be a nice model. I will make it rubber powered. I'm not going to do an RC conversion out of this one. I might use some of the rubber pieces and the propellers from some of the other models. I'll see how I do that, but we will see how that goes. As I say, small doesn't mean easy. It probably does mean fewer pieces and fewer parts, so it won't take probably as long as the previous models, as the Mosquito or the Spitfire, but it doesn't mean it's going to be easy either, so we'll see how it goes. I'll also try to make this video a bit shorter, this series a bit shorter. I don't want to bore you with a lot of long videos, so I'll give you some update when I have something new to share on this one. So a small update. I've managed to put together the main box, let's say the framework of the fuselage. I've also put in the piece where the nose plug will then fit. I still have to do a couple of small pieces. I hope you can see them. They're going to go here on top to give the shape at the top of the rear fuselage, and I'm not sure if I'll already start to prepare also the curved part on top of the fuselage with the cockpits, which can be challenging in itself as it's got to be curved and have holes, so I have to figure out how I do that. But it's coming along, so I'll keep you posted. A bit of an update on the PT-19, the Fairchild. I've put the fuselage together already, and because I wanted to, I just putting also the rubber motor basically to play with it. I did finish the nose block basically. Still will need to be painted, maybe some fixing would be needed, and it does fitting nicely there. I had to putting over the structures, and I've got also the sides of the, let's say, the engine part. It's just maybe to protect in case it crashes, I suppose. Nose first, it will help. I have also prepared the section where the cockpits will be. It's a double cockpit. It should go there. I did manage to bend it over. I did break one actually. There's here an example that I did break it, and I did not cut out the cockpit holes. I did score them, but I will probably need to cut them out. I'm not sure if before or after gluing them on, because it is quite delicate, but that will be then the next step. I'll put on the cockpit and then prepare also covering the engine, the top and the bottom part of the engine cowling. The engine is not in there, right? The engine is the whole rubber, and that's basically the update to it. So still some things to do on the fuselage. Also the stringers are still needed, so quite a lot to do still on the fuselage, but progressing slowly but surely, going forward with the PT-19 trainer. With this, I have the fuselage pretty much complete. The last two pieces were the nose cowling, both the lower and the upper part, which it's literally carving the pieces to size. That they don't quite fit completely, like I'm trying to sand them down, but probably then when I put the tissue on, it'll be better. It'll look much better. And I've also put in the back, I've put all the stringers, all the longerons in. I put on the cover that we've seen before, and also the longerons on the rear part of the fuselage. I'm still surprised as to how 1 millimeter square, or even less sometimes, of balsa wood can actually give such rigidity. It does move a little bit, but it's quite rigid and has quite a lot of strength, and is of course very light, which is the whole point of this. Of course, if you sit on it or you step on it, you can crush it with a hand, right? Like, it's not that it's so strong, but it does have some rigidity. I'm not going to stick on the nose cowling pieces quite yet, because I might still be improving them a little bit, like sanding them down, like bit by bit, until if it fits a bit better would be good. and also fitting into the nose piece. So I'll leave them off, but that's as good as finished. And that's it actually. Then next chapters will be, I still have to make up my mind if I'm going to start with the wing already. It's a lower wing. I have here on the plan actually, if it's the wing that I'm going to go through, or if I'm going to go then to the tail surfaces. So we've got the stabilizer and the rudder. So those are the last big components from the structure. So at this point I finish off this chapter, which has been the building of the fuselage. Thank you everybody for watching. Leave me some questions or some comments or recommendations in the comments if you can, and see you next time.